The scene you're watching, this isn't from a movie. There's no script, no director yelling cut. This is just life. This is a Tuesday morning in Namibia, a country of breathtaking landscapes and even more breathtaking people. We're often shown Africa through a very specific lens, either sweeping safari shots or heartbreaking stories of struggle. But what about the in-between? What about the everyday hustle, the laughter, the quiet moments of connection? That's what we're here to explore today. We're going to spend a day with the people who call this incredible place home. And I promise you, it's a story you haven't seen before. Our day begins before the sun even thinks about cresting the horizon. Here in Katutura, a vibrant township on the outskirts of the capital city. The air is already buzzing with energy. The first sounds aren't birds, but the gentle clatter of pots and pans. The soft murmur of conversations as families prepare for the day. Meet Maria. She's up at 4:30 a.m. every single day. Her first task, firing up the stove to prepare fat cakes, a popular local breakfast treat. They're simple bowls of fried dough, but for the construction workers and students who will soon be flooding the streets, they're a warm, affordable start to a long day. As she kneads the dough, a skill passed down from her mother. She tells me it's more than just a business. It's how she put her 3 children through school. Her hands, dusted with flour, are a testament to a mother's love and unwavering dedication. This isn't just about survival. It's about building a future, one fat cake at a time. As dawn breaks, casting a soft, golden glow over the corrugated iron roofs, the streets come alive. The morning commute here looks a little different. Taxis, usually shared by multiple passengers, weave through the streets, each driver shouting their destination. It's an intricate, unwritten dance of organized chaos, and somehow everyone gets where they need to go. Young children in crisp school uniforms walk in groups, their laughter echoing through the alleyways. Their uniforms are a source of pride, ironed meticulously the night before. Education is seen as the ultimate key to a better life, a sentiment you can feel in the determined strides of these young learners. Meanwhile, the open-air markets are already bustling. Vendors are setting up their stalls, a kaleidoscope of colorful textiles, fresh produce, and handcrafted goods. The air is thick with the smell of roasting meat, known as kapana, and the lively banter of sellers and early morning shoppers. This is the economic heartbeat of the community. Let's leave the city for a moment and travel north to the vast, arid landscapes where the Himba people live. Their way of life has remained largely unchanged for centuries, a beautiful example of living in harmony with a harsh environment. Morning here starts not with an alarm clock, but with the lowing of cattle. For the Himba, cattle are everything, a measure of wealth, a source of sustenance, and a deep spiritual connection to their ancestors. We watch as a young man named Kauri leads his family's herd out to graze. He knows this land like the back of his hand, every sparse patch of grass, every hidden source of water. His skin is covered in otujais, a paste of butterfat and ochre pigment, which protects him from the relentless sun and insects, and also holds deep cultural significance. It's a striking image, this deep red against the pale, dusty earth. His sister, meanwhile, is milking the goats. The milk will be a crucial part of their daily diet. There's a quiet rhythm to their work, a sense of purpose that comes from a profound connection to their traditions and the land itself. Back in the urban sprawl, the workday is in full swing. In a small workshop, tucked away in a busy market, we find David, a self-taught mechanic. His office is a patch of dirt under a shady tree, surrounded by a jumble of spare parts and tools. A car that would be written off in many other parts of the world is being given a new lease on life here. David is a magician of mechanics, a master of improvisation. He can fashion a needed part from a piece of scrap metal or diagnose an engine problem just by its sound. This kind of ingenuity is everywhere you look. It's born from necessity, but it blossoms into incredible creativity. People don't just wait for solutions, they create them. This is Africa's spirit of resilience in action. It's not about what you lack, it's about what you can do with what you have. And David, with grease on his hands and a smile on his face, embodies that spirit completely. As the midday sun beats down, life shifts to a slower pace. This is when community, truly shines. In the shade of a large acacia tree, a group of women sit together, weaving intricate baskets from palm fronds. Their hands move with a practiced, almost hypnotic speed. But this isn't just work. It's a social hub. They share stories, offer advice, and watch over each other's children who play nearby. This is where the gaps are filled. Where formal support systems might be lacking, the community steps in. If someone is sick, neighbors bring him food. If a child needs watching, there are a dozen aunties ready to help. This strong social fabric is the safety net, the support system, the very soul of the community. It's a reminder that wealth isn't just about money. It's about the richness of your relationships and the strength of your bonds with others. Let's head to the coast, to the town of Swakopmund, where the Namib Desert dramatically meets the Atlantic Ocean. Here, the day has a different flavor. The German colonial architecture gives the town a unique, almost surreal feel. But the real action is on the water. Fishermen are returning with their morning catch. Thomas has been a fisherman his whole life, just like his father and grandfather before him. He tells us about the moods of the ocean, the changing currents, and the best spots to find snowkins. The fishing industry is a vital part of the coastal economy, but it's also a culture, a tradition passed down through generations. The fresh catch will be sold at the local market or to restaurants that cater to the tourists who flock here for the unique scenery. It's a tough life, dictated by the tides and the weather, but for Thomas, there's no other life he'd rather live. The freedom of the open ocean is something he wouldn't trade for anything. As the afternoon wears on, we see the next generation in action. School is out and the playgrounds are filled with energy. But it's not all fun and games. In a community hall, a group of teenagers are part of a dance troupe. They are practicing a traditional dance, their movements powerful and expressive. This isn't just a hobby. For many of them, it is a way to stay connected to their heritage and a positive alternative to the troubles that can tempt young people. Their instructor, a former dancer himself, volunteers his time. He believes that culture and art are essential for building confidence and discipline. Watching them, you see more than just a dance. You see hope, ambition, and the vibrant future of Namibia being forged in rhythm and movement. These young people are proud of who they are and where they come from, and they are not afraid to express it. The sun begins its descent, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange, pink, and purple. The Namibian sunset is a spectacle that never gets old. The day's work is winding down. The market vendors are packing up. The taxis are making their final runs, and the herders are bringing their cattle back to the kraal. The air fills with the aroma of evening meals being cooked over open fires. A popular dish is pap, a maize porridge, served with a stew of meat or vegetables. Families gather together, not in front of a television, but around the fire or the dinner table. This is the time to share the day's news, to tell stories, to laugh, and to reconnect. You can hear the sound of a radio playing local music, the voices of neighbors calling out greetings. There's a profound sense of peace and contentment that settles over the land. As darkness falls, the stars come out, handing Namibia away from the city lights. The sky is an ocean of glittering diamonds. The Milky Way stretches across the heavens in a way that most of us have never seen. It's humbling. It puts everything into perspective. We started our day with Maria, kneading dough in the pre-dawn darkness, and we ended under this magnificent canopy of stars. We've seen the hustle of the city, the ancient traditions of the Himba, the ingenuity of the mechanic, and the unbreakable bonds of community Taisis Africa. It's not one single story. It's a billion different stories, all happening at once. It's resilient, it's creative, it's alive. The people we met today aren't waiting to be saved. They are building, creating, and thriving every single day. Their lives are a testament to the power of the human spirit. What we've shown you is just a tiny glimpse into the vast and varied life of this one incredible country. Every nation on this continent has its own unique rhythm, its own stories of everyday life that deserve to be told. So, we want to hear from you. Which African country should we feature next? Let us know in the comments below. Your suggestions will guide our next journey. Thank you for spending this day with us in Namibia. If you want to see more real, unfiltered stories from across Africa, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious.